Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're safe wherever you are watching this video from. So I came bearing good news today, and I want us to talk about a new visa that the UK government is launching by the end of 2023, and that is by December. They made the announcement this week, and I felt that it is very prudent for me to share this information with you guys, so that by the time the visa is launching, you will be aware, and I will come back here and do another video and tell you when they've already launched the visa, and you'll be able to apply for this visa. It is a very good visa scheme and a visa category, because I feel like um, people in this profession are being really going to enjoy this scheme and this kind of visa, because it is a profession that sometimes is not very friendly to bringing the people, or to bringing people abroad rather. So I feel that it will be a very good visa to anyone who is in this category. So watch until the end of the video so that you know what category this visa is from. Also, I'm going to be sharing the requirements for this visa, and the grades that you need for this visa, if there's any certificate and any other requirement that you need to get this visa. Also, it is good for me to mention that in this visa category, you will not be needing visa sponsorship. So what that means is that if you qualify for any jobs that will be advertised for this visa category, the employer will just do your paperwork and just get you your flight ticket. So that means that you do not really need any visa sponsorship to get here. So you talk or you communicate direct with the employer, and they sort you if you qualify to get this kind of visa. It is also prudent for me to say, and I said this in a previous video, guys, sometimes it is very good, and we are doing a lot of work doing researches and talking to people, and even reading through and perusing through thousands of documents online on what the UK government requires for this kind of visas. And we try, I try to get as much information as I can to share with you people. And I want to say this: if you want and you have a dream to come abroad, kindly have your passport with you. That is the minimum requirement that you need when you're applying for these jobs. I know in most African countries or just all over the world, a passport does not cost a lot of money. While it might be a lot, but there is no way you'll be applying for these jobs and you do not have a passport, really, because what if you just get a job offer? What are you going to do and you do not have your passport with you? Because every other process or any other process of the paperwork really requires you to have your passport. The passport is the starting point of everything. So it is very prudent for you guys to have your passport with you. That is the first document you require to process any other kind of document. So just from wherever you are, the first step, as much as you have faith, kindly have your passport with you, because these things go from 0 to 100 real quick. You just apply, and you're lucky, and you get you get an offer, and the employer wants you here in 2 or 3 months, and if you do not have a passport, that is not possible, especially if you are in countries that have a massive backlog of processing of passports. Also, if you're new here, remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, and tell me what kind of content that you love to see me creating. So let's get into the visa. So this visa is an hospitality scheme visa. Yes, you heard me correctly. It is a hospitality scheme visa. And what this means is that the UK is opening the doors for the hospitality industry to come and work here, to come and live here, and bring your dependents with you here. But as of right now, we do not have the full info. As I said, this is info that has been released last week. So we do not know how or to what extent will the government be friendly in terms of the dependents. So as of now, they're just the government is at the inception stages of drafting what the scheme or the visa will look like. As much as they have given details about the age and the requirements and the kind of qualifications that you need, the dependent section is a bit blank, or it's a blank canvas right now. So I hope in the coming months, when they are launching the visa in December, I'll be able to do another conclusive video and share with you guys. And that by then I'll also be giving you websites, that is the government websites and the personal companies that will be hiring and agencies that will be hiring in this industry. You all know that when we are talking about the hospitality industry, we are really talking about everyone around the hospitality. Definitely, the chefs have been in the UK for quite a long time, because they have always been the shortage occupation list. But the other people that have not been here in the hospitality industry are people like waiters, waitresses, baristas, receptionists, cleaners, and that is floor cleaners and house cleaners. And the reason, most of you will be asking, why is the UK doing this right now? Why are they bringing people from abroad to the hospitality industry right now? Why did they not do it before? And I want to explain the main why. So before Brexit, and what Brexit is, A year ago, the UK was under the European Union. The European Union is made of all the countries in Europe, definitely UK being one of them. So every country in Europe is under the European Union. So Brexit is where UK voted to move out of the European Union. They did not want to be part of the European Union. So, and they actually left the European Union and they wanted to be kind of independent. And what that did since Brexit, that is now after UK cutting ties with the European Union. So since Brexit, what happened? All the EU citizens who are working in the UK in this category of the hospitality industry had to leave and go back to their countries because whatever treaties they had signed with the UK was cut and it was not recognized anymore because of whatever Brexit was about. So what this happened, that created a drift and a gap of over 200,000 employees and in the hospitality industry. So what that means is, and I'm sharing this information because that is what the government released as of the beginning of this week. The government said as of now there is a shortage of over 200,000 people that are needed in the hospitality industry. And what this means is that all the businesses, all the companies, all the hotels, whether small or big, in the hospitality industry are really, really suffering because after Brexit, all the people from all the people from Europe that were working left, and so there is a massive, massive shortage of the people in the hospitality industry in the UK. So that is the reason why the government wants or is introducing this new visa so that they can be able to satisfy the demand because there is already a shortage of over 200,000 people in this profession of hospitality. And that is why the government is opening up this kind of visa to ensure that this kind of department of the hospitality industry is really, really sorted. So let us get into what are the requirements for you to come abroad with this visa, the hospitality scheme visa. They have actually not put a name to it up to now. I'm hoping by December they'll have the information and I'll be able to share with you. But as of now, they are saying it will be an hospitality scheme visa. So what are the requirements? The first requirement will be only selected countries will be eligible. And it is so unfortunate because once the government really kind of starts putting selected countries eligibility, it's really detrimental to any other person who is in a country that is really qualified and they wanted to come here. But that is just what the government feels. I do not know the criteria or the criteria that they use to know like which countries are better, and I do not want to comment on that because I am not a government official. I do not know what processes they go through to vet out these companies, but what they're really saying or what they say is only selected countries will be eligible to apply for this kind of visa. The second requirement will be it is a 2-year visa. And they're really, I think they're really not that straightforward with if they're going to renew the visa or if someone can renew a visa or if your employer can renew the visa for you. But as of right now, they have just stated that it will be a 2-year visa. And as I said before, I think it is because this visa is still at the inception stage. So there'll be a lot of factors that will have to be considered in the next 2 years. So once the first lot comes in from January of 2024, that is now when after 2 years, that is by the end of 2026, that is when the government will go back again to the drawing board and just give a well thought out and think if it is okay for them to extend the visa or your employer can renew for you, or if you as a person can renew the visa for yourself. But as of right now, it will be a 2-year visa. Also, the third requirement is definitely there will be no visa sponsorship. What this means is if you really qualify for any job that you find in any of the websites that will be hiring this kind of category of visa, you apply for the job and move to the UK. That means that you do not need the COS certificate. That is the certificate of sponsorship. So that means what happens, just like any other person in the UK, people did not come as visa sponsored. It means that once you get the job, you process everything and not actually everything for yourself. The employer does it for you, but you do not require what we call a COS, that is a certificate of sponsorship, to come to the UK with this kind of a visa. Number 4, in this visa, there will be no salary threshold. And what this means is because there are different category of hotels. There are 4 stars, there are 5 stars, there are 3 stars, and there are the beginner or entry level hotels. Also, they are very different categories. We have baristas, we have cleaners, we have waiters, waitresses, we have receptionists. They are in such kind of a kind of visa scheme. There cannot be their salary threshold, so you definitely pick whatever is offered for you. If you do the math and you feel like it is enough for you to cater for you and your family, whether you came with them to the UK or whether they're back at home, and you feel the salary is good for you, you just make that move. So there will be no salary threshold for this kind of. The final requirement that this visa will be requiring, or it is a bone of contention, is the age. The age for this visa will be strictly 18 to 30 years. And I know some people might feel a bit frustrated because of the age limit, but that is what the government has put forward as the age limit. So if you're between age to 30 and you're in the hospitality industry, I really hope that this visa favors you once the government has released the list on the eligible countries that will be applying for this visa by December 2023. That is by the end of this year. I'll be sharing with you. I also know some of us may might feel left out because of the age limit, because sometimes people like baristas, the older you are, the better the years of experience, because you know how to brew coffee or tea very well. But that is just what the government want, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it is just unfortunate that some of these things, while they're being released, you cannot have a lot of power and control over what the government is saying and the requirements they are putting forward. So leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about this kind of visa. Tell me what you feel about it. Are you excited? Are you in the hospitality industry? Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think is good about this visa. Leave me a comment. Is the age fair? Do you think from 18 to 30 is fair? Because sometimes in the hospitality industry, you might meet hotels preferring the younger people because you know they have still energy. They know how to pamper themselves and what. It is not about discrimination, but maybe that is what I'm feeling. So tell me what you think about the age limit. Generally, what do you think about this visa? Are you looking forward to you getting the full dates by December when they finish doing the rollout and when they fully announce this visa? I really hope that we'll have a good number of countries in Africa that this visa will be eligible for, because I know how most of us in Africa really want to get these opportunities, not just anywhere else. I know like how it favors us. I really know. I'm not outplaying any other country out there and any other continent, but I am praying for my African brothers and sisters that we'll have quite a good number of countries that will be eligible for this kind of visa. That is all that I had to share with you guys. Remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment down below, and I had a good time making today's video, sharing it with you. And guys, thank you so much for the patronage in my last video. I'm really loving each and everyone who's subscribing. Remember to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post, you get to watch the video. And please, if you want to get the full gist, the full info, I tell you guys, watch until the end of the video so that you get the full info of everything that I'm going to share. That is all I had to share with you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and until next time, bye.